D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. The Lakers willing to trade Anthony Davis this season. We're going to dive into that rumor in just a second, but quick reminder for all the latest Lakers news and rumors all season long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you really want to support the channel, smash that like button. And I want to know from you down below in the comment section, do you think the Lakers should trade Anthony Davis this season? Let me know down below. And for all the latest Lakers news, head over to alllakers.com. So Bill Simmons on his podcast last night said there's buzz around the league that the Lakers might be willing to trade Anthony Davis. He told Kevin O'Connor, so the Lakers lost again today. There's some buzzing that AD might be available, that's a plan B because the Westbrook trade or whatever they think they can get for the Westbrook, and whether you want to give up future assets, maybe that doesn't even make sense because what are you getting if you're the Lakers? So he's saying there's buzz around the league that the Lakers might include Anthony Davis. Now, yes, the Lakers are off to a bad start. They are 2-7, and yes, AD might not be the top 5 player that he once was, but if you take a look at his numbers, he's averaging 22.5 points per game. That's good for 24th. 11.1 rebounds. That's good for 8th. His 25.82 PER is good for 12th in the league. So he's still putting up numbers like a top 10 to 15 player. He still is showing flashes of brilliance on the defensive end. Just look at that Pelicans game. His ability to switch, his ability to guard CJ McCollum in that one, I thought was fantastic. So you still see those flashes, but he doesn't act like a true big man. He has added a lot of weight, so that's kind of taken away of his agility out there, of some of the things he was able to do when he's with the Pelicans. And look, the bottom line with Anthony Davis is he just can't stay healthy, and that is the big issue with him. If you could guarantee his health, this wouldn't be a topic of conversation. But the reality is, as long as the Lakers have LeBron James under contract, they will not enter rebuilding mode. Why would you want to rebuild around LeBron James? If you're going to trade Anthony Davis, you have to blow this thing up. You have to go into a down-to-the-studs rebuild instead of trying to plug these holes on a sinking ship. No, you just go down with the ship and you start a whole new era of Laker basketball, and you trade Anthony Davis, you trade Russell Westbrook, you trade LeBron James, and you try to get as many first-round picks and cap flexibility as you can. But look, let's be honest, that is not the Lakers' way. They're going to continue to try to chase a championship as long as they think they have a puncher's chance. And if you have a healthy Anthony Davis, a healthy LeBron James, you work on some of those pieces around the margins. Maybe you do try to keep Russell Westbrook because he has been fantastic coming off the bench. If he continues to play like this, he's going to be a lock to win the Sixth Man of the Year. And you can try to maybe package a Patrick Beverley and a Kendrick Nunn to get another big like a Miles Turner or to get another shooter. Maybe you do have a puncher's chance because no one is running away with it in the Western Conference. But on the flip side, if there are teams out there like the Chicago Bulls, the New York Knicks that make an aggressive offer with a lot of first-round picks, maybe you do consider it. But at the same token, if you're not getting a top 10 player back for Anthony Davis and you're going to keep LeBron James and try to contend, it doesn't make any sense because you are not going to win that trade from a value perspective. And look, this all goes back to the Russell Westbrook trade. This all goes back to the Pelicans trade with Anthony Davis. You really mortgage your future to win now, and you can't fix it overnight. So I don't like the idea of trading Anthony Davis. I think, look, the Knicks, Obi Toppin, all those first-round picks, it could be interesting. Chicago, would you really want to bring back a DeMar DeRozan type or someone like that? That's not going to move the needle. So the best thing you can do for the Lakers, in my opinion, is find a way to trade for a true center. If you have a true 5, that's going to make things easier for Anthony Davis. You can allow him to be that elite off-ball defender. We know he just doesn't like to bang. He doesn't like to act like a true center down there, so you have to find a way to optimize his success, and I think you do that. I think you help limit his injury, but I don't think trading Anthony Davis is the answer. Yes, he does get injured quite often. Yes, he is Data Davis, and we know the injury history behind that, but this is still a top 10 to 15 player, and the odds of you winning that trade are unlikely. Now, if LeBron James is expresses his interest to the organization, and he says, hey, I'm willing to be traded somewhere. I think it's time to turn the page and go towards a full rebuild. Then, yeah, I think you could make a deal for Davis and make a deal for LeBron. You really just blow this whole thing up. But until it gets to that point, I still think you keep Anthony Davis. And as far as Bill Simmons, look, how many Lakers insiders does he know? How locked in is he to the Lakers? He is a noted Lakers hater. He is a Celtics homer, and he loves nothing more to see this. So maybe he wants to see Anthony Davis on his Celtics team, because we know the Celtics were interested in trading for Davis and acquiring him a few years back. So I don't think there's any smoke to this rumor at all whatsoever. I don't think the Lakers have any interest in entertaining the idea of moving him this season, because look, the reality is he's still one of the better players in the league, and I still think he's working his way into this season. And look, this roster is not the right roster around Anthony Davis, just like it's not the right roster around Russell Westbrook. Look, he needs a point guard that can get him some more actions at the rim, run some more pick and roll, but also his shooting has gone down. So you're hoping for some regression to the mean for Anthony Davis, and he can start to be that knockdown shooter that we've seen him be throughout his career, like we saw in 2018, like we saw when he was bubble AD and he was the unicorn out there. So I would not sell all by Anthony Davis stock quite yet. I still think he's one of the more dynamic players in the league, still has a couple more years on that contract, has that early termination for the third year down the line. So I'm still sticking with AD right now, just because you're still locked into this win now mode with LeBron James. But I think what really has changed for the Lakers over the last few weeks is with the performance of Russell Westbrook. You're hearing MVP chants at Crypto.com. You would never imagine to hear that a few weeks ago. You would have called me a liar to my face if I told you that in a few weeks that crowd's going to be chanting MVP, and Russell Westbrook is now a fan favorite at Crypto.com arena. So things change very rapidly, and I think what's really changed is the Lakers really would behoove to hold on to Russ and try to find some pieces by just flipping some other guys elsewhere. But I don't give this rumor any life. I don't think the Lakers are seriously considering trading Anthony Davis. I don't think there's as much buzz as Bill Simmons is pretending like there is. He's just trying to dance on the Lakers' grave. We know what this is all about. But let me know down below, do you think the Lakers should trade Anthony Davis? I want your thoughts down below in the comment section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet, be sure to... If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Lakers 24/8 YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Lakers content, you really want to support the channel, smash that like button. And until next time, go Lakers!